Hey everybody, today we've got a 2024 coin flip battle between Joe Biden and Glenn Youngkin. This was suggested to me at some point in the comments. I've got a lot I'm trying to get through, and most people like the coin flip battles. Some people say it's stupid, it's just random. Either way, we're going to do this Biden-Youngkin matchup. Republicans have had a lot of success here in the coin flip battles. Maybe today's the day Joe Biden can turn the tables. Let's not drag this out any longer. Let's start flipping. Let's get into Alaska. 3 electoral votes. That's the first state. And the first person is Joe Biden. He's on the map with 3 electoral votes. Next, Hawaii. 4 electoral votes. Glenn Youngkin takes the lead. Next state, Washington. 12 electoral votes. That is tails for Glenn Youngkin. Next state, Oregon. 8 electoral votes. That's a tails for Youngkin again. Youngkin with 3 straight. But look at this, it's California that has 54 electoral votes. Biden's going to want to get these. He's going to want to make a statement early. Let's see what happens. Who's going to get them? It's heads for Joe Biden. He does take California. Biden with the lead now as we head into Nevada. 6 more votes. Those are going to go in the Biden column. Idaho, 4 electoral votes. Who's going to get these? That's going to go to Glenn Youngkin. Next state, Utah, 6 more electoral votes going to somebody. It's Joe Biden. How about Arizona? 11 more electoral votes coming to Biden. Montana's next. That has 4 electoral votes coming to Glenn Youngkin. How about Wyoming? These 3 electoral votes might not look like a lot for Glenn Youngkin, but they could come into play later on as we head into Colorado. 10 more votes coming to Youngkin. How about New Mexico? 5 more votes coming to Glenn Youngkin now. Youngkin with a vertical red column blocking out Biden's success here in the Southwest. Next, North Dakota. 3 electoral votes. Those are going to go to Joe Biden. How about South Dakota? Can Biden follow it up with another win? Nope, that's going to Glenn Youngkin. Now, Nebraska at large, that has 2 electoral votes. That's going to go to Glenn Youngkin. How about Nebraska's 1st congressional district? 1 electoral vote going to Joe Biden. Now we've got Nebraska's 2nd. Another lone electoral vote going to Glenn Youngkin this time. Who's going to take Nebraska's 3rd? 1 electoral vote. That's going to go to Joe Biden. Next state, Kansas, 6 electoral votes. That's going to go to Joe Biden. Now we've got Oklahoma. 7 more electoral votes. Could be lucky for Joe Biden. Next state, Texas. Youngkin trailing. Biden looking to go over 100. Let's flip it. Let's see who's going to get him. It's Joe Biden. He's going to take Texas. He has 40 more electoral votes. Now we've got Minnesota. 10 electoral votes. Those are going to go to Joe Biden. How about Iowa now? 6 electoral votes. Glenn Youngkin, he's going to take those. Next state, Missouri. Good amount of votes here. Another 10 at stake going to Glenn Youngkin. How about Arkansas now? 6 more votes going to Glenn Youngkin. We've got Louisiana next. That state is going to go to Joe Biden. He's going to take Louisiana. Next state, Wisconsin. Another 10 more electoral votes going to Joe Biden. How about Illinois now? 19 electoral votes. Those are going to Biden. Michigan's next. Let's see if Youngkin can get back into this. He does take Michigan. Next state, Indiana. Let's see if Youngkin can build on that momentum. And that does go to Youngkin. Glenn Youngkin now over 100, but Joe Biden up there at 185. A lot of states left. Here's Kentucky. 8 votes going to Joe Biden. Next, Tennessee. 11 electoral votes going in the Youngkin column. Now we've got Mississippi. 6 more votes going to Joe Biden. Now we've got Alabama. This is going to be a state Joe Biden would go over 200 with, but he doesn't do it. Glenn Youngkin takes Alabama. Biden at 199 as we head down to Florida, and that has 30 electoral votes. Glenn Youngkin kind of needs this. It's getting a little late, but still plenty of time left. Let's see what happens. Here's the flip. Who's gonna get him? It's Joe Biden. He takes Florida. Biden with all the big states so far. California, Texas, Florida, even Illinois. So it's not looking good here for Youngkin, but maybe he catches fire here on Georgia, goes on a streak. Let's see what happens. 16 electoral votes. Those are going to Joe Biden. Biden now at 245. Next state, South Carolina. 9 electoral votes going to Joe Biden. Next, North Carolina. 16 electoral votes. And that goes to Glenn Youngkin. That actually would have put Biden right at 270, just realized that. But Biden could win it here on Ohio. That's the next flip. 17 electoral votes. And we're already at the point where it's do or die for Youngkin. Let's see what happens. If it's tails, it's not over yet. Here's the flip. Who's going to get it? It's tails for Glenn Youngkin. He takes Ohio. Next state, West Virginia. This state is going to go to Joe Biden. Biden really closing in now. He has over 100 more electoral votes than Youngkin. But now we've got to go to Maine at large. 2 electoral votes. That's going to go to Glenn Youngkin. Maine's first now. Who's going to get this electoral vote? It's Joe Biden. Maine's second. Another electoral vote. Going to Glenn Youngkin this time. New Hampshire, that's the next flip. 4 electoral votes. This state is going to go to Glenn Youngkin. Now we've got Vermont. Only 3 electoral votes. Glenn Youngkin, he needs everything he can get, but it goes to Joe Biden. Now we've got New York, 28 electoral votes. Biden has Youngkin on the ropes. If it's heads, it's game over. Here's the flip. Can Biden get a win? He does get heads, and Joe Biden has clinched this coin flip battle. New York, Biden dominating in all the big states. Not Glenn Youngkin's night. Biden has had very little success in these coin flip battles. He puts one on the board for the Democrats this time. Let's finish it up, though, with Massachusetts. Let's see if it's a landslide for Biden. Here's 11 more electoral votes going to Biden. Biden now over 300. Connecticut is next. 7 electoral votes going to Biden. Rhode Island is next. Those 4 are going to go to Biden as well. Next state is New Jersey. 14 electoral votes going to Biden. Now we've got Delaware. Biden's home state. What can he do with it? Glenn Youngkin, though, he takes Delaware. It's a little embarrassing for Biden. Over 300, but loses Delaware. Next state is Maryland. 10 electoral votes going to Glenn Youngkin. D.C., that's next. Who's going to get these 3 electoral votes? Those are going to go to Joe Biden. 2 states left. Pennsylvania, that has 19 electoral votes. This state is going to go to Glenn Youngkin. And the last state is Glenn Youngkin's home state of Virginia. 13 electoral votes. Youngkin could get over 200 here. Biden does not want to let up. Let's see what happens. Last flip. This goes to Joe Biden. So Biden taking Youngkin's home state after Youngkin took Biden's home state of Delaware. But there's your final map. That's 342 for Joe Biden, 196 for Glenn Youngkin. So we do get a win for the Democrats. There was no Sleepy Joe this time. Youngkin fell asleep. And at some point we're going to have to total up all these coin flip battles to see what the overall record is. But I'm pretty confident the Democrats are trailing. But that's just how it goes sometimes. It's completely random. Hopefully there's some excitement, some entertainment, no matter what the result is. Let me know in the comments. Did you have a good time on this battle? Are you glad Biden was able to put up a W for the Democrats? Or are you hoping Glenn Youngkin could have another one of his comebacks? Let me know down below. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next video.